Tonight, booze ban.
When you're on a plane, in a sense, you are trapped.
Hello again, welcome to the program. Why alcohol could be barred on flights shortly. First tonight, the race to rescue WA's most famous jetty. The timber boardwalk in Busselton is the longest of its kind in the southern hemisphere and provides amazing sanctuary to marine life. But as Chantal Tui reports, is under threat of being destroyed.
They can cause a lot of damage if you get a severe infestation. They basically turn hardwood jetty timber into Swiss cheese.
It's not a disaster yet, but it very well could be.
The longest timber jetty in the southern hemisphere. More than 400,000 people from all over the world walk the planks of the Busselton Jetty every year.
It's one of the fifth most visited places in WA, so for us it is very, very important, and it's my job to make sure that it is kept in such a good condition so that all these visitors can come and see it for many years to come.
The 1.8-kilometre jetty is held up by 1,000 timber pylons.
We do jetty structural inspections, and we take a portion of the jetty, and every year we look over it and make sure that there's no detrimental effects from anything occurring out there.
The problem is the timber is tasty, and these tiny sea termites, also known as shipworms or teredo borers, are eating away at the structure. City of Busselton engineer Oliver Darby says these are examples of what teredo borers can do to wood under the water. While the Busselton Jetty pylons are not as badly damaged as these are, they're in a race to save the icon.
Definitely not good for a jetty. We're not in that situation right now. We've got a situation with a pretty much new jetty, but what we have to do is preventive maintenance to prevent this sort of infestation occurring in the future.
It's a big job. So far, 96 of the 1,000 pylons have been treated for teredo borers. You might be wondering why they don't just go and replace all of these wood pylons with steel. It would be a lot easier, but the reason is that the Busselton Jetty is heritage listed, and the wood pylons make it look and feel like the original jetty from 150 years ago. In order to fix it, a team of specialist divers have been forced to scrape marine life, including coral, off the pylons. They then plug the holes with special paste and wrap the pylons with sheeting that the borers can't eat through.
And then on top of that we put a mesh, and the mesh is there to actually encourage marine life to actually grow on the pile again.
Worst case scenario is we don't have a marine environment at Busselton Jetty.
Perth scuba diver Joey Poole is worried that saving the pylons could harm the marine life.
You're looking at 30 years. They're temperate waters, so coral grows a lot slower than it will in the Great Barrier Reef.
While divers agree something must be done, they're urging the council to also consider ways of encouraging the marine life to grow back.
They could wrap them intermittently and let growth come back onto certain pylons.
Underwater video shows little growth where the mesh has been placed.
They've stripped and wrapped the pylons. We've been told that they've relocated a lot of the coral growth. I'm yet to find any of this relocated coral.
We remove the infestations and we allow piles to remain, encrusted in coral, so that there's what's called a cross-pollinisation of coral from one pile to the next.
Oliver knows all too well the jetty is a major part of the town, and he says the council is doing all it can to protect it.
Make sure that it stays, so I'm not here in a number of years talking to you again about why the jetty is falling into the ocean or anything like that, so I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
We're told this week marine biologists are underwater reattaching coral to the pylons. So far they've been successful. Despite pleas to save the Bali 9 ringleaders, it looks as though the executions are just hours away. Expert on international relations from Curtin University, Dr. Mark Brisky, says it could cause a diplomatic rift. He spoke to us earlier today.